Hello everyone, this is Virion Stoneshard, joined by Suitonia for the first of the second semifinals between RussianWeebSquad and ViolentCrabClaws. Suitonia, why don't you tell us, what have we got going on?
Okay, so Russian Weeb Squad, the red team, have a Federation Navy Comet and a Osprey Navy issue. And Violent Crab Claws have a Kadai Navy Hookbill and a Sci Fleet issue.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sci Fleet and Osprey Navy, normally kind of similar ships, but in this one, Osprey Navy is full heavy assault missile, full blasters even. Whereas the
Yeah,
Sci Fleet is only autocannons and only 220mm, so not as much damage.
yeah, we see the Hookbill is being very aggressive towards that Comet. The Comet is now down, and the Sci Fleet issue of the Violent Crab Claws team is about half shields. Now, he does have an extra large ancillary shield booster, so he can still boost his shields back up, but he is close to going into armor right now.
Yeah, the Sci Fleet might be able to hold off a little bit longer. The Osprey Navy is more fit, so the Sci Fleet, if he can pull range and get a little bit of speed, he's going to mitigate a lot of the Osprey Navy's damage.
Yeah, so
should be able to tank back up.
Yeah, and the Sci Fleet issue does have an advantage here that his frigate's still alive, so that Kildare Navy Hookbill can hold down the Osprey Navy issue while he burns away to reload if he needs it. But it looks like the Osprey Navy issue has swapped onto that Kildare Navy Hookbill now and is now taking it down. It's almost into armor.
Yeah, the Osprey Navy, if he reloads to null, he should be able to get even the boosters and the heavy assault missiles onto the Kildare Navy Hookbill without a problem. And the Hookbill is about to go down. So that leaves a match of buffer versus active tank.
Yeah, the Kodai Navy Hookbill, though, did buy quite a bit of time for the Sci Fleet issue here. He probably bought him like 20-30 seconds of free DPS. It'd be interesting to see if he tried to go for a reload on his ancillary shield booster while the Hookbill was taking damage. Looks like he is still boosting. The Osprey Navy issue's about half shields, although what's really weird to me is the Sci Fleet issue's actually kiting away from that Navy Osprey instead of brawling him with autocannons.
Yeah, the Sci Fleet might already be low on charges, so maybe it's just trying to pull some range so it can safely go into reload, but at that range, he's also not able to do any damage.
Yeah, so the Navy Osprey has about 30-kilometer optimal range on those heavy assault missiles, so if he's able to get away from the Navy Osprey, burn 30 kilometers away, he might be able to get a reload on the extra large ancillary shield booster, and then he can come back in, and that's the advantage that he has with the active shield booster as opposed to the Navy Osprey that's only pure buffer.
Yeah, the Sci Fleet should be a little bit faster as well, so he should be able to keep range, and they're shooting each other's drones as well, so it looks like he's just trying to pull or buy as much time as he can, get his XLISB reloaded, and then go back in for the fight. Meanwhile, even getting the drones off of his back.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job, actually. He hasn't taken damage for a while. Looks like he's probably going to get that reload off on that extra large ancillary shield booster, and the Navy Osprey, meanwhile, is still in half shield, so he could potentially come back in and then finish off the Navy Osprey.
Yeah, the question is, he might just have to do it a couple of times, but if he gets a little too aggressive and gets tackled, it could be all over.
Yeah, but I believe both ships have a web, with the Sci Fleet issue being faster, so he should always generally be able to get away. In fact, I think he actually has a better web than the Navy Osprey.
Yeah, he's got the field advantage being between the Minotaur web and the Kildare Navy web. The Kildare Navy web is a little easier to fit, but it doesn't have that long range.
Yeah, so as long as he doesn't leave it like far too late, if he starts bailing like with 3 charges left, then he should still be able to. He should be able to just dictate range and be able to reload the boosters whenever he wants. Now there is, I believe, a time limit of 5 minutes. I'm wondering if we're coming up to that yet, so he might have to go back in. He has reloaded. He has boosted a bit just to bring himself back up to like a good level of shields to regen. Looks like the Navy Osprey has mostly just been killing drones at this point.
Yeah, I mean, in the amount of time that he's taken to pull away and reload, well, the Osprey Navy has actually even managed to reload or recharge some of his shields. He's gonna have to commit to the fight if he wants to do anything here.
And it's like that's just what he's doing. He's burning into the Navy Osprey. He's probably realized he doesn't really have that much time left. Both the Navy Osprey and the Sci Fleet issue are kind of back in DPS range of each other again, although the Sci Fleet issue is still not really committing onto this Osprey.
Yeah, the Sci Fleet probably knows if he does get too close, that heavy assault missile damage is going to hit him full on. They're not shooting each other's drones anymore, either, it looks like, so it looks like just about committing for the fight here.
Yeah, the Scythe issue just on the edge of web range. I'm still kind of surprised that he hasn't turned in on this
Ooh,
Osprey
it
yet.
looks like it's too little too late. Well, the Osprey Navy managed to cut close here. It's actually going a little bit faster.
Yeah, Navy Osprey might still have a heat left on his mic warp drive. Maybe he caught out that Scythe issue. Looks like the Scythe issue is fighting back pretty hard right now, though, with the Navy Osprey dropping down to about 20% shields. The Scythe issue's in half shields, with still presumably a couple of ancillary charges left to boost his shields back up.
It's just a matter of time, though. The Osprey Navy just has a lot more DPS at short range.
Yeah,
Between just heavy assault missiles and blasters.
We'll see how much of an advantage being able to kite off and reload that booster will give to the Scythe issue. He's in deep armor, but he still has shield boost charges, and the Navy Osprey, which is buffer shield fed, is now into armor. So this is going to be a very close DPS race, I think.
If he's got another cycle left, he might just win this one. They're both entering hull now. Oh wow,
this
is
both
incredibly close. This is just a matter of overheating and praying to God. And Scythe still wins! Wow. That is the first match going to ViolentCrabClaws.
Yeah, that was super down to the nail. What a great match.
That looks like just about 10% hull. You can see the Scythe fleet is also just completely ruined. Scratch marks all over. That is super close. Beautiful.
Nothing that a little duct tape can't fix. It is Minmatar after all.
It's entirely duct tape at this point. Alright, that is going to be it. We'll see you guys in the next match between RussianWeebSquad and ViolentCrabClaws. ViolentCrabClaws having the 1-0 advantage.